When I first heard the phrase floating a horse's teeth, I'll be honest, my mind went straight to something completely different. I pictured a horse standing in a river just floating along while someone brushed his teeth like a spa day. Cute, right? But no one ever explained what it really meant until I saw it with my own eyes. It was during the pandemic when everything felt upside down. My doctors told me I had to leave the Copper State, also called the Grand Canyon State, as there were too many cases of COVID for my compromised immune system. But finding housing wasn't easy. Most landlords didn't want to rent to someone they thought might have COVID. Thankfully, hotels across America were offering staggering monthly rates. They even included boxed breakfasts and, best of all, dog parks. For me and Sedona, my service pup, that meant we could keep moving forward together. I ended up in the Rocky Mountain State. My hope was to meet Temple Grandin, a professor at Colorado State University, who revolutionized livestock handling by realizing cows naturally like to walk in circles. She designed systems that reduced stress and made the process more humane. Her work changed the industry forever. That's a story for another time. But it was one of the reasons I felt drawn here. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know I appreciate you for being here. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Please subscribe and hit the like button. It really does something to the algorithm and pushes this out to more people who might not normally see it. Thank you so much. Wyndham Hotel gave me an entire suite for just $800 a month. And because of Sedona, they upgraded us without me even asking. 2 rooms, a kitchenette, and more than 2 acres of play space. Sedona was happy-go-lucky, running free, wagging his tail like life couldn't be more perfect. That moment, I felt the warmth of Southern hospitality, even though we were in the Rocky Mountains. Now, people often assume I know everything about animals. Horses, pigs, donkeys, cows, dogs, bunny rabbits, birds. The truth is, my real focus has always been the people who run rescues, the rescuers. I've been drawn to helping people with their charities and their business, but most of all, supporting them with trauma, with suffering, with victimhood, with those limiting beliefs that can keep us stuck in cycles of struggle. I've learned something along the way. Life is always about helping others I meet, whether those others are human or animal. That's my favorite quote, and it's the way I try to live, because life is always about helping others we meet along the way. Sometimes I think maybe I should start a coaching business or put together a free PDF to help people directly. Maybe one day I will. But right now, I'm just having too much fun journeying across America and meeting new people, sharing their stories, and being treated to this incredible hospitality everywhere I go. It was on this leg of my journey that I finally saw what floating a horse's teeth really was. Floating isn't about rivers or brushing, it's a dental procedure. Horses' teeth keep growing throughout their lives, and because of the way they chew, sharp points and uneven edges can develop. That makes it painful for them to eat. Floating is when a vet or equine dentist gently files those sharp points down, smoothing the teeth so the horse can chew comfortably again. We have all been to the dentist, so I think we can all connect. Watching it for the first time was eye-opening. The horse was calm, sedated, the vet precise, and I realized this simple act of care can completely transform the horse's quality of life. It struck me how similar this is to the inner work we humans face. Just like horses develop painful points that need smoothing out, we carry sharp edges too. Old trauma, suffering, labels, and beliefs that keep us stuck in struggle. And just like a horse needs floating, We sometimes need someone to come alongside us, help file down what hurts, and open space for us to truly live again. That's the beauty of this journey. Every horse, every animal, every nonprofit, every stop along the road teaches me something new. Not just about the animals, but about people. And more importantly, about myself. Because whether it's horses, people, or the rescues that serve them, life is always about helping others we meet along the way. Now you might be wondering, if our domestic horses need their teeth floated, why don't wild horses get the same care? The answer is really in the way they live and eat. Out on the range, horses are grazing constantly, chewing down fibrous grasses that act almost like sandpaper. That steady motion keeps their teeth naturally worn down and balanced. But with our domestic horses, things are different. We feed them softer hay, grain, pellets, mushy foods, things that don't always wear the teeth evenly. And on top of that, riding and bits change how their jaws move. That's why floating becomes such an important part of care. And here's something most people don't think about. When a horse has dental pain, it doesn't just affect their body, it affects their whole being. Just like humans, a sore tooth can cloud the mind, create stress, and even lead to emotional struggles. A horse with sharp points cutting into cheeks or tongue may start resisting the bridle, tossing its head, or acting anxious, not because it's misbehaving, but because it's simply trying to cope with the pain. Everything is connected: mind, body, and soul. When we help our horses release physical pain, we're also helping them find mental peace and emotional balance. Floating teeth isn't only about chewing better, it's about giving our horses freedom from hidden suffering, so they can connect with us more fully, trust more deeply, and live in greater harmony. In the end, it's a reminder that true care is always holistic. When we care, when we see the horse as a whole being, not just a body, but a spirit, every act of care becomes an act of love. Thank you for sharing space with me today. I truly appreciate you. And thank you again for smashing that subscribe button and hitting the bell icon so you're notified of upcoming videos. And remember, it's always free to subscribe, and it helps this message reach more people. Before moving on, pause with me for the next 60 seconds. Breathe, quiet your mind, and connect with the divine within you as peaceful music carries you into stillness.